Okay, this video is going to be a crash course on all things green screen. First thing to know is the very first thing that you import into CapCut is going to determine the dimensions that you're going to be stuck with. So if you import something that is portrait and then overlay it
Hello everyone, it's Rob, Guitarzilla from
with something landscape, you're always going to be stuck with the dimensions of the first thing you brought in. So make sure the first thing you bring in is going to use all the screen that you want to use. So we're going to discard this. We're going to say new project.
Hello everyone, it's
Now, when you are going to be using green screen and you're going to have things behind you, you want your footage to be an overlay, not necessarily the background. But what you can do to make it easier is to import it as the background and also an overlay.
Hello
And there's no harm with the other one being back there. You won't see it. In fact, highlight that. Go away. And I'm going to shrink it all the way down. Okay. So now there's nothing behind it. But at least the program will allow that. Okay, the next thing to know is that a green screen does not have to be green. It just has to be any other color that does not conflict with anything that you're wearing or your skin tones or your hair that you want removed and isn't represented in any other parts that you want to actually keep. So I'm going to not do an overlay. I'm going to put a new background of lava, which you can't see because my video is completely covering that. So we go to remove background, chroma key, put it over the pool. Only the pool disappears. All right. Or I can switch it and I can have just the trees on fire. Or just the sky. All right, you get the general idea. Now to further illustrate the point, I am going to reset that, and I'm going to bring in as a transition, an overlay, our lovely assistant, Cute Lady, and show you why you need a lot of contrast. If I go to remove background, here you'll see that there's not enough contrast between the background and her skin tones or clothing to isolate her. It's like the closest we get is the clothing in the background. So that's why you need a lot of contrast. Okay, so now we'll give you another example. I'm going to get rid of our Cute Lady, get rid of this overlay, just leave our lava, go back to the beginning, and I'm going to add my pink sheet demonstration. Okay. Now, I will always call this a green screen, even though it's pink. Do not get too close to your screen. You do not want to be up right against it. You don't need to be. You'll just create shadows. You'll need space between you and the sheet so that ideally you can get some light back there so that it'll cancel any shadows that your body casts from any light you have in front of you. And we'll see why this is important here. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and remove this background now. Chroma key. I want the pink gone. Okay, run it again. Okay, as I get close to the screen, it's taking off part of my face because the color is a little too much with the shadows. I walk away, it gets a little bit better. Now I want to get some light in between us. Look at that, half my face is on fire. Let me try and adjust that a little bit. All right, different area of the screen where there wasn't as much shadow or it was a little clear. There, it improves it quite a bit. See, when I get light behind me, it gets very crisp. Now my body is separate completely, and the background is easier to see. Okay? In our next example here, we're going to show you why you don't have to worry about the size of your screen. You just have to make sure that everything that you need on you is in front of it. Okay? As long as you fit, you're good to go. Anything that is not in front of the screen, you're going to lose forever. You'll never get it back. All right? Show you here. All right, lose it again. Remove background. Chroma key. Gone. And you see, it will always be gone from your video. So no matter what you do, you'll never have that hand again. So you'll have to do clever things like put yourself over there where it's off screen. All right. Okay, as far as movement, you can do the illusion of movement. Let the background do the work for you. So you don't need to be running around in front of a green screen. All right. Okay, and the other thing to know about why it doesn't matter how big a green screen is as long as you have you can fit the entire universe into your action. All right, so the green screen does not have to be huge. All right, end of lesson 1. Okay, next thing to know, sometimes green screen isn't the best thing to use. If you have very blonde hair, ash blonde, sometimes green is not good. We tried this with Cute Lady, and we saw that it was going to leave green in her hair. There was pretty much nothing we could do without losing some of her hair on top of it, especially with movement. It kept changing. So we went with the blue. And that worked much better. All right, so sometimes blue is the way to go. Next segment, getting green screen elements.